Transhumanism's bad side. Transhumanism is a monstrous mockery of humanism and what it is to be a human being. It is a trend toward the dark side of the force of good and evil. DNA computing using single strands of DNA and fragments of structures for meaning and logic gates of three kinds is already investigated in scientific laboratories. The human genome has evolved, integrated into deep forces in nature. Alteration of individual human DNA through xeno-transplantation, new forms of harvesting and morally cannibalizing embryos for the purpose of sustaining existing humans in a process of organ vampirism and embryonic mass murder, genetic designer engineering, and sundry other methods of changing the way human beings exist individually will further erode the natural functions and systems integrity of the human genome, battered presently by a variety of powerful natural physiology-altering manufactured agents. Transhumanism is a way to seek to extend human life, and it will simply transmogrify human life into something else possibly worse than death and promote it in Boston. Death, the philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre wrote, is the complete triumph of the other. Many human beings fear death, and especially within an atheist and unphilosophical paradigm of personal epistemology, believe that death is the end of everything. Christians, of course, have a different opinion, and the ancient Greek philosophers, and especially the Neoplatonist philosopher Plotinus of the 3rd century, understood that life is simply one place that one can be, and that this universe and life is part of something larger and better. To attempt to stay here in this universe forever is like attempting to stay in a dream forever, in a dream no longer sustained by a dreamer if separated from God. The reality of existing in a universe of broken forms would be very, very cold and actually a hell. Human experience of life and the universe seems as it is because human beings are temporal with intelligence or self-awareness and awareness of otherness. If a human being lived as long as a neutron star in a low metabolic state, consciousness might be of an equivalently slow paradigm with a thought every several billion years, some have speculated. Human beings experience this universe as they do because they are a part of it, even consuming it as an energy source. The entire human race has co-evolved in a complementary way through sexual reproduction and in a specific universal physical criterion. To change and disintegrate the nature of things is very, very wrong. While it is a good idea to improve human health, the limits of the universe are real too. To outgrow the universe will leave no place to go. Humanity must be willing to accept the destiny that God has given them as emanations from the One, and reconcile themselves into the One through Jesus Christ.